Hey Aries. So I tried to record your video earlier and failed miserably to upload properly. Very strange. There was like no sound for about 75% of the video. So here I am, round 2. Hey Aries. Okay. Mercury retrograde is in full effect and eclipse season is also in full effect. And with this eclipse, as well as Saturn moving into Aries, this is a great time for Aries to implement any sort of plan that they have been contemplating with great thought and structure, because we are in a Mercury retrograde, so we do have to consider going back to check to see if we cross the T's and dot the I's and underlined and bold and italicized everything that needs to be bolded and underlined and italicized. Double checking. Now this is supposed to be a love reading. I thought it would be interesting to try to do love readings, especially during the time where we're at a very pinnacle part of human history between the relationships of men and women. So I thought, let's do some love readings to see what they say. And so far we have struck out 0 for 2. So maybe Aries can turn it around and we can get some love in the air. Aries, I am going to be using the Runic Tarot because you are fire and you are ferocious and you need cards that are fiery and ferocious like you. Yes, look at all that sun energy. So Aries, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Aries, your energy feels settled. Fiery and settled. Settled fire? Do you have a lighter? Very appropriate. Let's see what the cards have to say for Aries. Everything I hold is wet, and I never tasted grass and peach. Let's do one more shuffle. I know nobody ain't trying to tell Aries who they are. That's funny. That won't be received well. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Mercury retrograde, eclipse reading. Let's go. Spirit, what do you have for Aries? That was fast. Everybody, listen, I have used 4 decks tonight. It doesn't matter which deck I use. Everybody is going within. Look at his face. Those wrinkles mean wisdom. They may be a little scary to you, but for me, it's attractive having a wise-ass old man knowing exactly who he is. That's what you're doing. Let's see what else. Okay, both of those flipped but flipped back. So let's see what they are. Empress, King of Pentacles. We're going to put these off to the side. I have to use it because Spirit's telling me yes. Going within is allowing you to tap into your independent energy. Now this is interesting because this Empress is holding a baby. Most Empress cards just have the woman by herself, engrossed in her own energy, right? But this Empress is holding a child, so she is cultivating herself to give life to something that she's created. Now, it doesn't have to be a baby. It can be an idea. It can be a project. It can be anything that you're creating, a painting. Whatever it is, you have to cloak and shut off anything that's outside of yourself so that you can make sure you have all of the elements that you need in order for you to cultivate this creation of yours. She's got everything she needs. She's got sword energy. She's got a treasure chest, which is the gold, the pentacles. She's got a wheel that she's threading, one of those Rumpelstiltskin sort of story wheels, right? Isn't that what in the story Rumpelstiltskin, she pricked her finger on one of these tools and that sent her into a deep sleep or something like that? I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But she's got also a crow, and crows are transformation. It's also air energy. So she has everything that she needs in order for her to feed this idea or this baby or this creation that she is nurturing, that she is cultivating. And then the King of Pentacles. So Aries, whatever you're working on, whatever you have to go within in order for you to truly nurture this creation is going to yield some major coinage for you. So kudos for that. What else do we have for Aries? We got the Seven of Shields. Oof. And you are guarding it. See how he has his back? He has his back to us. And he's looking like, I know you see these shields. And I know you see me. Because I am the shield. I am guarding my cultivation of my coins, and you better not come over here touching my shit. Very interesting. This arrow is Tiwa's rune. But essentially what he's doing is he is pridefully showing the work he has amassed, because the shields are badges of, it's like a, I'm thinking of military. When you get different emblems or whatever it is that they call those badges that they wear on their uniforms, the more decorated you are, the higher up in rank you become. And he is proud of the rank he has amassed, and he is diligently working toward more. He's on the path of greatness. What else do we have for Aries? The Three of Shields. Took you a lot of work to get here, Aries. A lot of grueling work to get to this point. This is the 8 of Horns. On the bottom of the deck, the World card. So you're completing a cycle and you're starting a new one. No, that's not right. You have accomplished a very astute feat, Aries. And this Mercury retrograde is not about finding love. This Mercury retrograde is about evaluating how far you've come and figuring out the next piece to your puzzle. 8 is the gate, okay? The number 8 for sideways is infinity, but I like to think of 8 as the Rainbow Bridge. Do you know the Rainbow Bridge in, I don't know if anyone who is watching this reading is a Marvel movie fanatic like I am, but I love to decode the Marvel comic movies because they're telling the story of us, and the symbolism is so very rich and potent. And in the Thor storyline, Asgard, there's a Rainbow Bridge, and of course the gatekeeper is Idris Elba, because a melanated being has to be the one to be the doorway, to open the door, the portal, which is the same as the Doctor Strange movie, the second one, where the Hispanic girl is the one who can make the portal, the stars, which are the portals, which is the sun is a star. Anyways, before I went down that rabbit hole, I say all that to say you have amassed great success, and now you are at this pinnacle point in your life where this gateway that has opened for you to climb the mountaintop, and it's like beating the big boss at the end of the Nintendo Mario Brothers game, right? This is a giant, okay? This is a giant, and not only are you defeating the giant, but you're becoming this being with this H on his chest. Almost like for Hercules, right? When Hercules has to go through his quest in order for him to level up, you have amassed a great deal of work, and what you have to show for it is an upgrade. Not only do you have an upgrade to show for it, but you amassing to this world status opens up a new path for monetary gain to be had. Monetary gain that is something that your spirit guides have been seriously clearing the way for you, Aries. Your spirit guides have been slaying. They have been slaying. What I have to tell people is this. Okay, you have the 8 gate, right? The 8 gate is the bridge, the Rainbow Bridge. So think of it as a bridge in between our three-dimensional world and the spiritual realm, okay? Everything that happens here has to first happen there, because we are of a lower vibrational density than the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension, all the way up to the 12th. But that's Hinduism. Let's bring it back to tarot, okay? Everything that happens here first happens in the spiritual realm, okay? Just like people who are really amazing at lucid dreaming can awaken in their dreams and literally grab something out of the 4D and bring it back with them to the 3-dimensional world. This is basically what your spirit guides have been doing for you. They have been working behind enemy lines, slaying the beasts, the demons, the obstacles, in order for you to become the big boss. You had to beat the big boss. So you did that. But that bridged a new path for you to start a new quest, a new means of financial freedom, or a new means of cultivating something else that you are passionate about. Because it's one thing to birth a project, but it's another thing to actually master this project and for it to segue into something else that you want to do. So what is it that you want to do, Aries? What else is there? Because what these cards are saying is that if there is something else that you are forging in order for you to level up financially, it's done. They're doing the work for you. You have Judgment and then you have the Chariot, which means that this is divine intervention, Aries. This reading is amazing. Not only is your spirit team slaying demons on your behalf, and if you don't have any means of thanking them, then you need to figure out how you're going to thank them. I don't know whether, what's your pleasure? The Bible, the Bhagavad Gita, whatever your pleasure is, whatever belief system you like to indulge in or resonates with you, you need to go and give thanks, because they are really showing up for you. Okay? And that's some major shit. They're showing up for you in a major way. My cat lovers out there, my bird lovers out there. There's a lot of cat and bird energy here. I don't know if you guys have pets. But they're coming through, divinely intervening on your behalf. Whenever we have major arcana like this, major arcana, sorry, major arcana are not us, right? So this is us. This is us on the 3rd dimensional world. You see he's hacking away, drawing these sigils into his shield because he needs to protect what he's built, right? Remember, you built all of this. You're looking back because you're proud and you're daring a motherfucker to come and fuck with your shit, because you worked your ass off to build the protection for these pinnacles that you have gained through your cultivation of your baby, whether that be an idea, whether that be your family, whether it be whatever it is, a car, a drawing, an app. I don't know what the fuck you're working on, but whatever you're working on, you're doing it well, which is forging a path. Your manifestation in the 3D is going, it's like a two-way communication transmission between you and the spirit world. Okay, that bridge is wide the fuck open, and you're slaying the giants and you're becoming the giant. And this is forging a new path for you to amass your financial dreams, your, whether it be monetarily or it be it doesn't even really matter whether it's monetary or not. The new path has been forged, and a new shield is gonna go on your wall. A new badge is gonna go on your uniform. And your spirit team, which are the major arcana, are doing their part. Major arcana are not us. Major arcana is our ancestors, it's the Most High, it's our spirit team. They are the ones who are assisting us on this path. And baby, you got some heavy hitters. You got some heavy hitters coming, and they're forging the path and clearing the way for you to fight a new fight, forge a new passion. Page of Wands is, it's like, you know, the apprentice, right? The apprentice that is learning a new craft, right? So you're learning whatever this new path is that you have decided to embrace from this bridge, this rainbow bridge that opened up because you leveled up and mastered whatever financial abundant craft that you cultivated. It's now opened up a new avenue which has been cultivated and supported by your spirit team that allows you to forge a new path. You're an apprentice in a new passion, a new path, a new job, a new journey, a new fucking quest. God damn, Aries. That must be why your reading didn't work out the first time, because it was nothing like this. This is amazing. And I claim some of it because I'm an ascendant Aries. Yes. So Aries, congratulations. Great reading, Aries. Happy Mercury retrograde. Happy eclipse season. And in the comments, let me know how this retrograde turns out for you. And I will see you on the other side. I love you, Aries. Bye.